We would say as Christians, for example, that
Thank you.
the Big Bang, the creation of the universe, was a miracle. Why was it a miracle? Because it used no known law of nature. It was, in a sense, supernatural. The universe...
It's just because you didn't understand it.
But no, but you haven't... See, here's the thing. When we talk about experiments and reproducible things, you're talking, for example, let's take, for example, are there beings on other planets? It's an empirical question. Now, there is no evidence that there are creatures in outer space. Therefore, have you refuted that belief?
No, but it's not an illogical one, like the notion that...
You haven't refuted it because you haven't refuted it because you haven't produced...
It doesn't require me to suspend the laws of physics in order to believe it.
But if I were to believe in creatures in outer space, I wouldn't be irrational.
But you've got to respond to the point he just made. It
What
does
is
not
the point?
require suspension of the laws of physics in order for you to believe there are creatures in outer space.
Right, and I would say it doesn't require...
But miracles do.
No, miracles simply say that the laws of physics are incomplete, that the laws of physics are generalizations that reflect the limits of human knowledge. These aren't nature's laws, they're Newton's laws, and it took an Einstein to modify them.
So when these biblical scientists who thought that the sun went around the earth, because that's what they thought when they were writing, when the sun stopped in the sky, of course, had the sun been going around the earth, that would be fine. But we now know that actually the earth goes around the sun, and the fact that the sun moves in the sky is the fact that the earth rotates. So had the sun stopped in the sky, the stopping of the rotation of the earth would have produced forces which would have destroyed all life on the planet. But that somehow doesn't violate the basic classical physics. And every now and then that's possible. I think science does tell us what's right and wrong in a real way. We have learned, for example, the scientific facts that certain animals can suffer, for example, affects our decision of how we should treat those animals, whether we should eat them or not eat them, or the scientific evidence that certain people of certain colors don't have different intellects, different capabilities, has changed the way we deal with other humans. Science has determined the way we behave in the modern world.
And science is telling us what's right or wrong.
Yeah, I think so, because it's telling us how the world actually works.